Hey, how's it going, everyone? Happy Friday to you. Hopefully, you're doing well and you had a good start to the week. Whole week? I don't know. It's Friday. It's time to go a little bit mentally checked out. There's like a glare on the camera that, like, can I don't know. Me being particular. Is that gonna fix it? It does. All right. All right. How you doing? Welcome to the stream, everyone. All right, so we're at it again. Redwood it is. So just to start things off, Redwood 4.0 has been released. So last week we went through we installed we took the Zeal Redwood template that already has like Redwood in it, pre-configured with a lot of awesome stuff for you to get going on it, to start building an application for yourself that has all the bells and whistles installed on it, which, I mean, Redwood already has a lot of bells and whistles in it, admittedly, but there's more. And we were working with the release candidate. We were doing the migration for upgrading the authorization and all that type of stuff, and everything went smoothly for that. And then, we ended it with kind of, committing and creating a pull request, kind of like a pending pull request. Or I ended it, and then I created a pending pull request for the upgrade because it was still 4.0 was still in release candidate. Well, in the past week, 4.0 has been officially released for Redwood. So we will finish our work, and we will upgrade our library to actually use Redwood 4.0 proper, not the release candidate version. Double check whether the test pass. There was fix whatever issues that we're gonna, for linting or whatever other stuff on there, and then submit the PR against our own template app for one of the other Zeal engineers to approve and merge that into our template app, so we have the latest and greatest. And then from there, we'll get into some other interesting news on the Redwood front that I found. Yeah, that's about it. So let's get into this. Let's let me pull up my screen for this. There we go. Let's go ahead and do that. Liking the new little name tag things, by the way, for the stream. StreamYard's new thing. So highly approve. All right, so I went ahead and opened up the Redwood template app. We are currently in our upgrade Redwood V4. And, so just to reiterate, Redwood 4.0 is now available. All the same stuff that we went through last time. And they also, if you were here in one of the prior streams or watched one of the recordings, the documentation updates that we were doing for a couple like little typos and grammatical things, that one was approved and merged right away. So we actually have, as part of the 4.0 release, those grammatical changes that we made to the docs around the GraphQL stuff has been merged in as part of it. So I contributed to the 4.0 release. Yeah, so nothing's changed. Now they have the official 4.0 upgrade guide on here. And yeah, so what we'll do is let's go ahead and follow. The only thing we need to do for the guide is just do straight up Yarn Redwood upgrade. And I think that will just switch us over to Redwood 4.0 from the release candidate. So let's see how that works. Perfect time to go grab a glass of water, go grab a coffee, whatever it is, as it does installation stuff. Typical programmer stuff. So I'd already updated these packages. Let's take a little peek while it's trying to do stuff. Yeah, I can't see it. I can't click on it because it's like changing things as it goes. There you go. Redwood. Oh, it's already on a patch release of 4.01. Let's see this one. There we go. 4.01. And then what was the other one? I think it's in the server. Yeah, in the server package JSON. There we go. 4.01. Yep. Pretty straightforward. All right, let's go ahead and try running some of our scripts to remember off the top of our head. So let's try to use a yarn test. Let's just make sure our yarn tests still run just fine. I believe the end-to-end for this project for Playwright is still a little bit buggy. Nothing's changed yet, but there's some configuration that one of the other developers are working on. So we're not going to run those. We'll let CI run those because CI can run those properly. Let's run all the tests. Ooh, we have one failure. Interesting. I don't think we got a failure last time. Actually, we'll keep that file open so we can see these. Okay, cool. Sorry, I was distracted on Slack. All right, let's see what's going on. All right, so let's see. We have an error. Let's open up this test. Let's open up this file. Profile. Okay. So line 114. Update profile email. Updates email sync. Mock current user. Let's see. So what is invalid DB user update invocation? This might be. Okay, so it depends on one or more records that are not found. So wait, user update. Record not found, could not update. Okay, so we're trying to create a user, update an email on a user. So something's up with let me see. Okay. All right, so let's just run this in. Let's try to run this one more time because I want to see if this is a flaky test or not. Run only failed tests. So we'll try that option. Let's see if it see what happens. Okay, so consistently fails. Second time. So what is our cannot read properties of non-reading email? Yeah, okay. And then I think, looks like a little bit rejected instead of resolved. I think the error before was that it couldn't find the user. So let's see, mock current user default user profile, scenario user profile. This is my first time going through the tests, so it's gonna take me a bit to get through this. Huh. So what's going on here is it's trying to do the update password. Let's see. So let's make sure we're on line 114. Update email. So validate password, existing password, new email. Find your throw. Using password not correct. So when we do update email, so somewhere in here, things no bueno. Do we have any output for this? No, it doesn't look like it. Here we go. Now we have a little more. Invalid user update invocation. Operation failed because it depends on one or more records that were required but not found. Okay. Yeah, that's what I wanted to see. So it is trying to query for the user new email. So we're trying to query for the user ID, and it couldn't find that user. User update, what? Invalid location. So the thing that is user context, user ID. So it would have found them here. So unless this verify is not working. So this part I'm definitely fuzzy on, so. Let's see if I can put a, I forget if how we can do debugging in Jest, if I can just put a straight debugger or if I'm gonna have to hook into the process. Yeah, all right, let's see. Let's see if the good old console log will work out for us. Ooh. What? It just passed. Okay. Oh boy. Yeah. All right, let's see. All right, let's run the whole thing again because I mean, we had it fail like 3 times. We had it fail like 3 times, and then when I try to observe it, you know, it passes. I forgot, like, what's the it's like quantum physics, right? It's like once it's being observed, it exists or whatever. I forget exactly what it is, but oh man. Okay. That's just the life of a developer. Fingers crossed. It passed. I wonder if it's a flaky test or something like that, but it passes now. So we have all green tests. Hey, I fixed it. Okay. Excuse me. Ooh. All right. Oops. Next thing we need to do is let's go ahead and run yarn lint. And run the linter on this and see if it fixes anything. I'm pretty sure it will. Added a new line there. We don't need that there. That's for sure. All right, we got some yarn lint issues. Zero, so 18 warnings, and so there's a bunch that are potentially fixable. So let's do -- fix. Did that automatically fix any? No. Okay. Then we'll jump straight to it. And okay. I guess we're just have to go in and manually run ESLint because fix -- fix doesn't propagate through. I guess what I need to do is, if I want to do this, then I need to do yarn ESLint -- fix. We have to invoke ESLint directly because since yarn lint is invoking yarn ESLint and yarn pretty, it is, you know, it's eating the -- fix and probably passing it to pretty. Okay, Let's see if that, there we go. All right, let's review our changes just to make sure everything looks good. So import, imports, import again. Mo input. Yep. Yuppers and yuppers. So let's isolate the two changes. So what we'll do is we'll make a commit for specifically updating so update Redwood from 4 RC v4 RC to v4. Official. Boom. Boom. Cool. Alrighty. And then excuse me. Let's not care about this ERD. Commit this. Fix. Apply. ESLint. ESLint fixes. Imports. For new auto gen imports. Awesome. Let's push that up. And we will let CI take over the rest of that. So affected areas list that. So describe the changes in details for reviewers. So let's see, affected areas. So good question about affected areas. So the main affected areas are the sign up and authentication sections. And then what we'll do is we'll test in the different browsers. So affected areas. Updates to Redwood before. Installation of the new auth package. Extracted. That has been extracted from Redwood. Redwood core. Authentication auth. So updates to the auth libraries. For processing used. Or dbauth was, so before dbauth was implemented in DB in Redwood core. Now it has been abstracted to another library. Or easier. and customization. Let's open this up because I want to make sure to capture everything. So that's good. Okay, let's call that out. Part of the functionality new added to the auth flow in these additions. So these additions seem like checks, but I will defer to they are needed cause. If they're needed, what else? What else? So good here. More auth updates there. So that's passing. Okay. So updates to the package. Version. So now ADB auth hook is provided to provided to the app to call when authentication needs to happen. No change to the tests. Any related okay. Let's go ahead and just do a simple let's see. Well, actually, let's see. Oh, the CI passed. Cool. Yarn start, or is it yarn dev? I can't remember. I like to look at the readmes in the nice, well formatted version. Thank you very much. Yarn Dev, that's it. Not Yarnstar, Yarn Dev. That's what we want. Yeah, because it starts up all the database stuff. Currently configured report development server unavailable. Suggest change parts. There's, I think one of my other databases for work is running. So let me go into the dashboard over here and stop things. Let's try this again. Interesting. Interesting. What we will do is restart Docker real quick. Because I'm not exactly sure why it's being that way. Oops. Coupled are too sweaty. Suction from the water. All right, let me open up Docker again. Oh, wait, it disappeared. It disappeared. Well. Can I move this? This again. Do. All right. So while Docker starts up, let's take a look at our pull request again. So this is still in template. This is still in draft form. I'm going to click ready to review once I'm confident of that, but everything seems to have passed. All our CI checks, the linter, API tests, dependencies, web tests, all of that looks good. Docker's still starting up. I can still see the little cubey things generating. But yeah, so that is cool. Let's close that. Let's close that. So the other thing I wanted to talk about that I saw on the Redwood community stuff. I forget if it was specific. I think it was on Discord. On the Discord, I saw that actually Redwood.js is working on adding experimental Vite support in Redwood 4.1. So yeah, that's pretty cool. It's gonna. So reading off of this, so I guess let's just read through it. I've already read through it, but why not share the news with everyone else? So with Redwood 4.1, we're launching support for switching your bundler from default Webpack to Vite 4. To use 4.1 release candidate, make sure you upgrade to V4 first. Yeah, that makes sense. So Vite support is still in experimental phase. So we really value your feedback for trying it out. It's currently opt-in. Switching a bundler, especially with batteries included framework like Redwood, is challenging. So your help in trailing and reporting issues is incredibly valuable. Importantly, if you choose to stay on Webpack, you can totally continue with version 4X. So it's entirely opt-in. What you get in the release is set up command to convert your project to Byte. And the dev server and build process for the website will be switched over to Byte. You can expect a big performance boost, especially during dev. Very cool. Pre-rendered images can cause a flash. So some gotchas. Pre-rendered images can cause a flash. This happens because the image in the HTML is replaced by a different one from Byte's build process once your app has loaded. Storybook, and then this is big old caveat. Storybook will still run in Webpack because that's what Storybook does. So expect Byte to support in Redwood's Storybook to come soon. This actually has no real impact, minus the fact that you don't get the performance boost of Byte that you do during dev. So this is going to be interesting because to see how they go about switching out Webpack in Storybook, because I think for the most part, like, it's just like baked in. So it'll be really cool to see them do that. So there are some subtle differences in the way of environment variables are loaded. If you have specified a variable in your Redwood TOML in the included variables array, if the value is not specified, the dev and build process will crash and tell you which vars are missing. So, I mean, I guess I think that's good, because at least you know what's not set up in your environment. So I don't mind. Honestly, I don't mind that. It's better than like launching things and then being like, what the heck's going on, and not knowing that an environment variable is missing. So the opt-in guide. So this is how to set it up. So make sure you're running the latest Redwood release candidate. So that's running the upgrade, just like we did when we were trying out release candidate 4. Set up Byte by running Redwood setup Byte. This will configure your project to switch over to it and take a look at your Git diff to see the changes introduced. And then you launch it. The console output should be slightly different in what you're used to and should look like this. Launch your browser, usually at 8910, but may be different in your project. But if you see a blank screen at this point, something has probably gone wrong. And it'd be incredibly useful if you would raise an issue with the errors prompted in your terminal. So getting the Byte plugin environment error, expand these details. So, okay. This happens when because you specify you want to include a variable. Yeah, but yeah, been divided. Okay, yeah. So they've already called that out, and they talked about fixing it here. So switching between Webpack and Byte. Once you've set up Byte, you'll notice that a new flag in your Redwood TOML is bundler Byte, and if you comment out the bundler or switch it to Webpack, it will switch the bundler back. This might come in handy if you find bugs. Oh, that's really cool. So that's really cool. You can just easily swap between the two, and then you can go to Discord to get the support. So that is cool. I have been recently switching over some of my Create React apps over to Byte, and it has gone really smoothly, and it's really fast. So I highly recommend it. Everyone seems to be on that boat right now. I gave it a try because I needed to update Webpack configs, and I was like, do I want to figure out and do the whole Webpack roundabout thing of like what configurations change, what libraries do I need to update, and and all type of stuff, or do I want to try to do like almost zero configuration type of setup? And I was like, I rather just go with the zero configuration setup. So that's what I did, and it required some changes, but I enjoyed it a lot more. So yeah, I'm switching all my Create React apps to that. Most of them were ejected. I mean, admittedly, I had ejected the Webpack configurations because I needed to update the Webpack configurations. So that's one of the reasons why. But yeah, it's really fast. It's really awesome. Okay, so going through all that, let's get back into seeing if we can get this app to run locally. Doo-doo. The currently configured ports for the default server are unavailable. Suggest changes to your port, which would change your toml. Okay. So that means I probably have something running in my, what do you call it? Actually, let me, yeah, I'll stick with this. I thought it was a Docker thing, but it looks like I do have a running process. Okay. Let's see. Let's switch back after I've done that. All right, so I was looking up and I had it running. Maybe I had Redwood running. Your currently configured ports for development server are unavailable. So just change your port, which can be changed in toml. API to use port 8092 instead of the currently configured. Something's really fishy here. I mean, I killed the service. Let me try this again. Give me a second. I may want to make sure I don't accidentally leak anything. Okay. All right, we're gonna try. So I killed the process again that's running. Let's try running yarn redwood dev directly. I want to see what happens. That's weird. I mean, it's like it's like there's something weird going on when it's starting it up. It's really weird. Because I killed it, the process, and I confirmed it was killed off. It wasn't running anymore. And then when I run yarn redwood dev again, it says that there's already a process running on that port. But yarn redwood dev is the thing that started it. You can see that it's a node. Just go through a little song and dance here. Let me make sure to Let me try killing the process. I'm just doing this out of safety, abundance of caution. All right, so you're gonna join me on this adventure. So we're checking if there's anything running on this given TCP port. Nothing. Let us yarn Redwood dev. So we're not even going to try to run the database. We're just going to try to run the web server, the app. And it says something's already running there. We check again. There is something running there. We can probably, I can safely show this. So we checked, it's not running. Let's actually kill this process now. 30398. Let's check again. So what we're gonna do is, because I'm not sure exactly what's going on here, let's go into the toml file and let's configure this and tell it, you know what? I want you to run on 89.1.2. Let's see what happens. It's taking a while. There goes my coaster again. Interesting. So for whatever reason, 89.11 was not working. All I did was switch it to 89.1.2 and it's working. No reason why. Absolutely no reason why. It should be that way. But it is. Okay, so I'm gonna stop this. And let's just run yarn dev so it launches the database daemon so we actually have it fully running. Oh, forgot to plug this in. Forgot to plug in my iPad. There we go. Let's take it for a spin. 89.10. Nice. We're logged in as our admin. We have our mock admin page with auto-generated data. Super cool. A bunch of random teams, roles. So this is the whole user management portion of this. Very cool. I forget. Graphical. Can we get access graphical from here? I forget the URL for it. Good stuff. Good stuff. So that's working in. Let's go ahead and try to, just do a little testing, and let's open this up in Safari real quick. All right, we're in Safari. Was it admin@example.com? And then never for this site. Welcome back. Nice. Everything is looking good. Very good, very good. Nice. Let's do one more test, and I am gonna quickly open Firefox and see how things go. And then I think that's where we'll call it for today. Once we do that. Cool. Admin@example.com. Admin@example.com. We're logged in. Yeah. Here's a person we made inactive. Nice. And there we go. Updated that. Good stuff. Good stuff. Everything seems to have moved by fairly smoothly. All right. So we just the Chrome, Firefox, that. All right, let's go ahead and let's see. I'll just select those three as our reviewers and click ready for review. Cool. All right, so we have successfully added in our updates for migrating this to V4, and it was really smooth, really straightforward. Cool. Other than the little development hiccups we had today, which are completely not as related, and that weird flaky test. So starting next week, since V4 is out, we will just go in and start fiddling around with the database authentication, like we have been planning, and seeing if we can implement an OAuth flow for Twitch. So that should be a lot of fun and a good adventure in learning about the Redwood authentication flow. So nothing better than just diving in head first into cold water Yeah, we'll learn a lot. We'll do a lot, hopefully. And hopefully you will learn a lot too. So that's what we'll focus on next time. Maybe later on we can play around with the experimental Vite upgrade. Seems like it's pretty straightforward. So maybe we can do that too. But I want to focus on the OAuth thing that we've been planning for the past couple weeks. So we will do that next Friday. So tune in for that or watch it on the VOD on video. Appreciate you all. Thank you very much. And I hope you have a great rest of your weekend, or great weekend and a good start to your week. And yeah, stay happy, stay healthy, and just enjoy yourselves. Just take it easy, folks. Bye.